Today we're going to make Charley Harper style birds out of paper. You can choose what kind of bird you make and what color it is, but it has to be made of at least one circle or part of a circle. Remember, we are going to take our birds out of context. So I want you to be thinking of what situation you will put your bird in that would be different than Charley Harper's birds. We're going to start with the color paper that we want to use for the body of the bird. And we're going to take this size circle and trace the circle on the paper and then cut it out. So I have one here that I've already cut out. I'm going to show you one way of making a bird out of a circle, but there are certainly lots of other ways that maybe you haven't even discovered yet. And I want you to experiment and see how you can use a circle to make a bird. And I would like to see lots of different ideas, but this is one way of taking half of a circle to make the body of a bird. And this is how you would get half of a circle. You would fold the circle in half and then use the crease as a guideline for where to cut. I'm just going to use this half. Next, I'm going to make a texture on the bird so it's not just plain. So I'm going to use a texture rubbing plate. I chose this one. I like this one because it looks like feathers. And I'm going to place the paper on top of the texture plate. I'm going to take a crayon. These are construction paper crayons and they show up really well on construction paper. I'm going to use blue. Use the side of the crayon, and I'm holding down the paper so it does not move. You don't want the paper to move while you're doing this. And just use the side of the crayon and rub to make the texture. So there I have the texture. I'm going to make the head out of a different size circle. So I'm going to use this size circle and trace that and cut it out. I have one that I already cut out. I'm going to place that right there. The bird can be positioned in different ways. Maybe the bird is attached to a tree that's going like this. Maybe it's standing on the ground. So you want to play around with the different positions that you want your bird to be in and pick the one that you like. For the wing, I'm going to use the other circle and I'm going to use this curve. I'm going to draw another curved line right on this curve to make the shape of the wing. I'm going to cut that out. So there's my wing. And I would draw all of the other details like the beak and the eye and the legs later on with marker.